Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJcity UK lab. Just a quick one for you today. When I reviewed the Reloop Spin, I said that I already had in hand 2 third-party faders for it. One of those is from Inner Fader, that one's coming soon, and there's this one from JDDX2R Designs. Let's get into it. This will indeed be a short review, mainly because JDDX2R Designs have taken pains to ensure that retrofitting the JDDX2R-SP fader to your Reloop Spin is as simple as possible. It's really no more strenuous than swapping the original fader from one slot to another. You unscrew the old one, plug in the JDDX2R-SP to the red connector, and screw it all back into place. The performance difference is immediately apparent. As I said in my review of the Spin, the stock fader is by no means terrible, but most users will find the cut-in distance is far too long. There are no such issues with the JDDX2R fader straight out of the box. It's a dual rail design, 45mm long, the same as the original Reloop one, but it's a contactless fader with magnetic sensors, so the lifespan should be very long indeed with minimal maintenance. The feel is very smooth, light but still easy to control, and the cut is very sharp indeed. The construction is very neat too, with a fiberglass faceplate and a cooler cap's fader cap, which I always like. My favourite touch is the external cut-in adjustment. Visible through the faceplate are the 2 screw slots to adjust the cut-in distance on each side, with a red LED in there so you can see what you're doing. JDDX2R Designs even include a screwdriver to do that adjustment with. By moving those screws around, you can set the cut-in to be as tight as you like, or even basically off, if you don't want to cut the beats out when you move the fader right across to the other side. There's another option too, which allows you to set the fader to cut the record on both sides. That's rather more complicated, however, involving switching wires and jumpers, so you'll want to follow the online instructions carefully for that one. Price-wise, it's available direct from JDDX2R Designs for $70 or $120 for a 2-pack. It's also being distributed from the UK by Turntable Training Wax, so European DJs can avoid import duties and things like that. Why would you possibly want a 2-pack? Well, as I discovered when testing, the 2 fader slots on the Spin are wired in parallel, which means you can have a fader in each slot, and all works as it should. So if you scratch with friends and they cut with the opposite hand, you can easily build an ambidextrous spin with 0 issues. Very cool stuff. So there you go, my take on the JDDX2R-SP fader from JDDX2R Designs. Straightforward is the word. Dead simple. To pull out the old fader, drop this in there instead. You then have your cut-in distance adjustment is on the outside, so you don't even need to take it out again to do that. And it's a huge performance upgrade over the stock fader that comes in the Spin. The Spin is really let down a bit by that fader. Everything else about it I really do love, but the cut-in distance on there is just too long. So I think the vast majority of owners will want to upgrade their fader at some point, and if you're going to do that, the JDDX2R one is a fine choice indeed. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon down below to get notified anytime there's a new video from myself or the rest of the DJcity team. I'll see you soon.